Hello, everybody. We are live. Hello, Internet.
Yay!
Yay. FNP Wargamers Live, where we have a good show that talks about Warhammer, Warhammer 40K, Age of Sigmar, and other cool gaming events. How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing amazing.
Huh.
Yep, I'm gonna join on that train and get on board and join him on that.
Huzzah.
How are you doing?
DJ gives a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Well, I am fantasticals.
That is encouraging.
It is.
Yeah.
So, it's good to be back on the show. I was at the last two. The last two, yeah.
Yep.
You were?
Yeah.
Didn't
You
you
didn't
know?
know? I mean, everybody missed my hair.
Yes.
And eyeliner. Hair
Yeah,
and
the eyeliner.
Yep.
I'm actually not as tired, so it doesn't look like I have eyeliner. Maybe if I get better lining.
Hmm.
It's okay.
Go. Try the L'Oreal brand. It's a lot better.
Yep. Better than CoverGirl.
I like Tresemme.
Well,
Oolong.
L'Oreal's a little bit more eco-friendly, and they don't do animal testing and stuff like that.
Well, if John wears it, then that's animal testing.
Yeah. Well, and with your complexion, and I'm sure you won't have like an allergic reaction to it. I'd say you're probably gonna be good with it.
Oh.
So, what's the agenda?
So today, I believe we're going to be talking about some of the FAQ stuff, and also possibly that we are on the second day into Orktober.
Yes.
And if you haven't already, which we're going to discuss, is some of the really awesome videos that are coming out of things to do with your sprue. And the leak department even had mentioned, showed some of their camera equipment, which was
Potatoes.
So it's funny is the potato thing. Everyone's like, what? Someone taking a picture with a potato, like, because it's so bad, and then they rolled with it. I love it. It's so good.
It was very good. What am I trying to get?
So, you guys want to start with FAQ?
No, let's start with Orktober, man.
Yeah, let's get to October first.
Want to do the start on a good note?
Start on
Yeah,
positive, man.
Start off on a very good note because I haven't fully hydrated and there's a lot of sodium ion intoxication out there, and I just want to kind of prepare for it.
Oh, I see what's happening. Salt. There we go.
Oh,
What is salt?
like dangerous levels of salt. But let's talk about October.
I really want to talk about October. I like October. Orktober.
October's a lot more fun.
Orktober.
I guess I'll start.
Okay, go for it.
All right, as probably a lot of everybody already knows, is that Games Workshop is pretty much devoting October to Orktober. They haven't done this for about 5 years, 5 or 6 years. They did it once before. Nothing on this level. So pretty much, besides a whole bunch of new model kits, a new book coming out, it's going to be pretty much weekly videos and articles coming out for everything Orc related.
In the 40K universe.
In the 40K universe, yes. Not the Oruks or Rocks, whatever they call it.
Oruks.
And what's that?
The Oruks.
Yeah, those guys. So yeah, we're not talking about them. We're talking about the cool orcs.
Ooh, that's gonna be fighting words.
Uh-huh.
All I gotta would say is your orcs have to rely on guns and mine don't. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Well, I would say they rely on guns.
There's really no relying on those. It's just kind of like just a big, it's like a whiz bang or like a noisemaker, just so people know where they're at.
They're more for show.
Yeah, they like to celebrate being orcs.
So when they shoot up in the air, they don't realize that bullets have to come back down, right?
Well, I think they do, and they're just hoping it'll get the enemy.
What, their buddy's standing next to them, huh?
Maybe, yeah, or some unfortunate grot.
So
as a question, can we all watch the amazing video that came out today?
like you want to pop it on
I
here?
think we need to. This deserves, I think, dedication. Okay.
Is it the motivation one?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. Make it big.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
We've had some
Ah, crap.
watching others take the spotlight. Waiting years.
I can't hear it.
Yeah.
We know what it's like to fly too close to the sun. And we know
Oh, man.
to lose on wings. It's time to dust ourselves off and get back. It's time to fall in love again.
I was watching. I was trying to figure out what was going on, and I had Warhammer TV in the corner, and I was like, "Oh."
Very clever.
We don't need wings to fly.
See, I thought it was having to do with like, oh, we're, Games Workshop's great again. Like, it's been years, now we're great. And then it was a work. Great.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly thought it was going to be something completely different.
I was like, maybe this is the video that got it. We're making this to tell people we were wrong and we jacked up prices and all this stuff, and we were once down below everybody and now we're great again. And I'm like, yes. And then this vehicle comes flying on the screen. I'm like, what is this?
I did think that for a minute. I was gonna say like maybe this is I was like, oh man, maybe like apologizing, be like, so sorry for the Forge World thing. We're making everything better and we're listening to you. But then I saw the orc thing. I was like, that's good. I wasn't upset.
Very clever.
Was not disappointed.
Very clever by GW. Very clever. Pretty epic. Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing. It was good. So good.
Yeah, but they're still kind of being quiet. I know it's only like day 2, but they're still being quiet about a lot of the stuff that's going to be coming out. I mean, the only thing we've seen new is the Speed Freaks box.
Yeah.
Which is, it's its own separate game, but more than likely, the majority of players are actually just going to snag it up just so they could have the new buggies.
Yeah.
I'm getting a few. I want like 6 buggies.
Yeah, I mean those buggies look amazing. Looks like you can make 2 vehicles out of there, but there's 4 different hull types.
Yeah.
One's like a trike. One's a trike. The other 2 are, or the other 3 are buggies. It should be pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to know how fast the mega jet truck is going to go.
Exactly.
Can you imagine that thing goes like 22 inches or 20 inches? That would be amazing.
Watch it have like a flight. It has a minimum of 20 because you gotta think it can't stop. So
Oh yeah.
got a minimum of 20 to 24 or something.
You got to remember, it's on tracks. Tracks can't go that quick.
Yeah, but you put it on a jet engine, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It works.
Yeah.
They become skis at that point. Right, ski?
Ah.
There's
Something
2.
something that was cool though that we were all assuming, even after like our some of the play testers that we know that we've talked to, it said orcs are going to be absolutely amazing. They had said that expect the orc clans to be back, and I think at this point we all kind of expected it, because it seems like every book is getting some sort of clan or dynasty chapter or whatever. So they got 6 major clans coming.
That's cool.
So, I mean, the only ones, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, the only ones I could think of, though, is the Goths, Bad Moons, the Blood Axes, the Speed, is that Cult of Speed or Speed Freaks or whatever the Speed guys are.
The Goths?
The freebooters.
Yeah, freebooters. I feel like I missed it. Oh, Snake Bites.
Snake bites.
So, Snake Bites.
Did you get Death Skulls?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot. There's more than 6.
Let's try this again. Death Skulls, Blood Axes, Goths, Snake Bites, Speed Freaks. I don't even know. I already lost track.
Freebooters.
Well, Freebooters, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be a clan in this book.
Oh.
I'm betting not, unless they took out one of the others.
I wonder what everyone's going to do with the yellow orcs.
I think if they get rid of something, they'd probably get rid of like the Snake Bites.
Yeah. The feral orcs.
Yeah. It's just not going to fit with their current marketing and production. Because, I mean, you would have to cross over multiple kits. And even though they encourage that, they want you to be able to go and buy a box and get going right away. So I doubt this. If they're going to get rid of one, it'll probably be Snake Bites. And they'll probably they might keep the freebooters in there, because they got Captain Badruck and then the freebooters themselves. I would play orcs at that point if they had their own clan rules.
Yeah. I wonder, man, I hope you can at least run Gaskell without running Goths. You know what I mean? Like, he's not like Goth-centric.
Okay, Goth-centric.
Yeah. Because, you know, he's the leader of the Goths, you know, so.
Well, probably. I mean, if you go by the cover of the book, of the orc book, it's the Goths. So, or is that Death Skulls? I don't know.
I think it's the Goths, right? Because Goths is the largest.
It's got checkers on it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I imagine just like the Space Marine book, it's Ultramarines, and they're kind of like the flagship chapter. So that's probably what's going to happen here. Yeah, it's probably going to be centered around that. But I don't know. It'll probably be Gaskell is probably going to be a Lord of War, so he'll probably give it'll probably be like Gilliman, where he'll give a whole bunch of army-wide benefits.
Close combat, and then probably reroll in close combat.
Yeah, but if you take Goths, it's like, oh, by the way, I'm going to pat you on the butt and give you a big boost. You know, here you go.
You said pat you on the butt.
That's what orcs do. Good game. I feel like they do lots of good games.
Yeah. Good game. Good game.
I feel like they're very encouraging of each other.
Oh, the knocking heads, you know, that kind of stuff, like football players, after you make a good tackle, you knock some heads.
Yeah. Or like football fans. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think orcs are going to be interesting and fun. It'll be good to see orcs again on the table.
Yeah. It'll be, I kind of joked before, or I've joked before, that there'll be a lot of bandwagon people once they get a hold of that book, and they're going to be like, oh my God, this is freaking amazing. And I've always loved orcs. I'm going to play them. I've always played them. And it's like, Todd, shut up. You haven't been playing them. You literally just bought a whole bunch of these off of eBay or one of the local stores, and you just literally started. But I think I'm all right with that now. because more people that are playing the orcs, as more people, especially if this book is as good as we're kind of led to believe, it's going to shake up the meta. And it'll be maybe a lot less knights running around or a lot less custodes running around the table.
What is wrong with knights? Knights aren't good.
Your knights are good, except when you have 14 people at a tournament and 12 of them are running knights.
Sounds like it's Magic the Gathering on tabletop.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, there's a lot more,
you know.
There's a lot more diversity with Magic, though.
Well, but it's like, well, I'm just saying for that example, you're like, well, there's 12 knights on the table in one tournament with 14 people. It's like going to a Magic and everybody, 12 out of 14 people running artifact decks, and you're just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, good point. Good point. Yeah, I'm really hoping that orcs are going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, right now, the only thing that looks new is the Speed Freaks kit, but they're being awfully quiet about a lot of the model kits. So they're being very careful with what they're showing.
Well, they're being careful, I think, with the leaks because there's not a whole lot of leaks, and you know it's day 2 and they've already just released the new rocket jet bike thing. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping we're going to get a lot more stuff in each week.
Are you talking about that trike with the big boss on the back?
No, the video we just watched.
Oh, I thought that was one of the cars from the Speed Freaks box.
No, it's an orc mega. It's like it's a combination between an orc
Dr. Jet and
attached on the front of a bike.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I guess
we just watched the video. Said we had to watch the video.
I didn't watch it.
You're a monster.
I guess I'm gonna have to watch. I watched it earlier today, and I posted it up on Facebook, and I thought of it. When I just kind of glanced at it, I was like, oh, that's just another. That's just one of the things from Speed Freaks.
You silly goofball. You silly boy.
All right, now I'm looking at it. Holy crap!
All right, yeah, you didn't look. That's what I'm saying. It's day 2, and you're like, they're being careful with their models. No, they just launched that day 2. I'm so excited too.
Whatever. What the heck?
Right?
Okay, whatever. That's amazing.
Right? Isn't it?
My worry is that they're releasing all the new stuff. Like, we know it's all the Speed Freaks. We know it's that. We know it's the trike. We know, but I don't know if any of the old stuff's going to get touched.
It doesn't look like.
TJ about it. Like, I'm going to end up having an entire army that has no boys in it. Because I'm going to buy all these things to just be a bunch of vehicles, and I'm just going to have fun. I don't think it's going to do well, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
And it's going to look good.
Yeah, it's going to look cool.
Yeah, I think Ski's right there. I mean, I'm looking at all the new images, and more than likely what these images of the models are, that's the inside of the book. You'll see it, all those miniatures lined up like that in their big splash pages. And so it does not look like the boys or the Ludas, which I didn't expect the Ludas to get changed, but I was really hoping the boys were going to get a new model. But it does not look like, if anything needed to get changed, it would have been their models.
Well, they're showing the boys on 32mm bases.
Yep.
And that'll ring us into another controversial complaint people are having, because the joke is, I got 120 boys and I'm not repacing them. I am in the same boat. I think I have 110 boys, and they're staying on the 25 mils indefinitely. So
I don't know. I think it's the same song and dance that happens every single time a new army or something gets done. Space Marines. Oh my God, 32mm bases. Oh no. And guess what? It doesn't change anything. Like, the people are going to rebase it. They do. It's if you look at them, boys on 25s are ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it just,
You don't like them falling off the base, Key?
what's that?
You don't like them falling off the base and it doesn't look like they fit at all?
No, because, and that's where I have, this is my own opinion. People could hate me or love me. I don't, it's up to you, whatever. But it's called common sense. Look at the obvious. Like, eventually, if they haven't been redoing it, you're going to 32s. Just like, people saw this coming and were in denial, I think. Now they're mad because they've confirmed it.
Yeah. And it's really a silly thing. So right now, nobody's saying, hey, you have to switch to a 25mm base. I mean, I certainly run in tournaments or even Warzone Houston. If somebody has 100 Ork boys on 25mm bases already, and they've gone through all this work to make these amazing bases, I'm not going to be a stickler and say, look, you've got to change those. What's a couple millimeters? That's not a big deal.
Here's Key. I'll demonstrate your point. So I'm going to share my screen, right?
Thank you.
Knobs look.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, their feet are way over the base. I remember when I was gluing them on. I was like,
This dude's
am I supposed to have the inside of their feet on the base?
They look ridiculous.
Yep.
I mean, you can look at any of the Ork stuff and you're like, okay, let's look at this.
Oh, look at that guy, yeah.
Ork knob with a banner.
Look at that.
That looks ridiculous. I mean,
I'm
that
not saying
model, if you had the old metal one, he'd fall over. Mad Dog. Looks ridiculous on that base.
The only things that look good on 25mm bases are grots.
Yeah. It looks halfway ridiculous, to be honest.
Look, I'm not saying that it doesn't look ridiculous. I'm just not going to expect somebody who's got 100 some odd models to go back and rebase them all. It seems a little ridiculous to do that.
I have not rebased my Space Marines, and I don't plan on it. Some of those models I put together 10 years ago, they're fine on 25s. I'm going to leave them.
You could just buy like the little circle.
I'll put them on 32s.
Just get the little circle O-rings and you stick them around it, and now you have 32s.
Like, in actuality, the only thing I'm hurting is myself.
Yeah.
Because technically, if I put them on a 32mm, then I can spread them out farther and do a bigger conga line. So by me leaving them on 25s, I'm only hurting myself.
Yeah.
But you get more Orks in.
Yes. Yeah, but Ork players, if they put their models on 32s, you know how big of a footprint that puts them on the table?
Sure.
I mean, it's just, that's a good point, TJ. Didn't even think about that. That Congo line would go across the whole table for Orks.
So, I mean, if you want to do it for that reason. You get more area.
Yep.
Now, it's more of a pain in the ass because you're going to have to, I feel bad for all the players who bought all the movement trays, but.
Oh, yeah.
Leave them alone. I mean, just leave them alone. Leave them on the 25. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's unfortunate for people, but, you can see how things are going to go. It's time.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, look at Necron Warriors. I mean, look at what Necron Warriors look like on old 25mm bases. Most of their feet are hanging off. You barely get to glue like the back ends of their heels on it. Then the feet fall off, and now they're on 32s, and they look better. So, I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But,
I just don't expect it, though. I mean, I personally would. Like when the 32s came out for Space Marines, I went through and I had bought about 150-ish bases from Secret Weapon Miniatures and popped them all off, put on brand new 32mm bases.
You're just an animal, John.
I am.
He's a monster.
I mean, I can't believe GW's done like 2 spoof videos, 2 troll videos in like the matter of like 12 hours.
What was the other spoof video?
You didn't see the Sprue and You?
Oh, okay, yeah, that one was.
That was pretty epic. And then at the end, they have this weird-looking Slanesh type miniature. I guess that's unveiling Slanesh coming out soon or something.
Yeah, that kind of adds to what a couple of us already said. It kind of adds to our credibility a little bit, about the our rumors or leaks that we've been passed on to about Slanesh and Korn coming near the end of the year.
Which is epically awesome.
Yep, boob demon indeed, Captain.
I like how they just toss that in there, the big boob demon.
Yes.
And I can appreciate it that they went back to the boob demonness.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Oh, it really is.
I mean, I just feel objectified and just horrible about seeing that model. I turned it off immediately as it came on.
Dude, I zoomed in, man.
Yeah, and I was trying to do this, trying to imagine what the other side looked like.
I know. I was like, where are the normal man boobs? I mean, I don't want to see women boobs. I want to see man boobs.
Well, the other half is man boobs.
Said, man, it's just horrible to see.
It's half and half.
Half and half. I mean, how does that even work?
Well,
explain that to me.
Offline, I'll explain it. There might be children watching.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to do offline. You can explain to me how the half man, half woman thing works. So confusing. I'm so confused now.
When a daddy loves a mommy.
Bird and the bees. Make a hummingbird.
And the flowers making trees.
Well,
so, I mean, we talked about Orktober. About the direction of the story. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So, I mean, what did we want to talk about now? Anything else big on the list? You want to head up tonight?
Well,
or just in the video.
Just with October, they're the goblins for Shadespire, I think it is, or I'm going to be on pre-order Saturday or something like that. So they kind of fit in.
Oh, yeah.
So again, it's not just 40K. Just going to throw it out there. There is some Shadespire goblins even. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's pop up some of those beautiful screenshots that GW was nice enough to share with us.
We got the two squigs and goblins and fanatic.
Eyes of the Nine, so
the
disciples.
Yep.
Of Zinch. Looks like a really cool set.
You got
looks like you get what do you get? A blue horror, right?
Yep.
Brimstone. All little cute horrors.
Those would be the Brimstone horrors. Yep.
Brimstones. You get these two acolytes.
Yep.
I have no clue what this cool looking thing is.
He's like the main leader. I don't know if he's a leader, but I think he is a leader. He's like the main named one-eyed.
The one-eyed guy. He looks awesome, and the Zangor is amazing.
Yeah.
He's probably a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's probably got sorceristic powers.
Well, and there was something that I found out interesting about the new core book is you cannot use attack abilities if you do not have an attack profile. So that means there's models without an actual attack profile in Shadespire.
Interesting.
Or will be, because it's very specific on it.
Probably those Brimstone hordes right there.
Brimstones, and then they released these amazing little guys.
Yeah.
I mean, those squigs look so cute.
Right?
Little guys.
That's going to be terrifying, though, because that's a goblin fanatic.
Yep, a fanatic drinking some whiskey.
Probably whatever that fungus juice is that gets them all hopped up on the drugs.
Yep, and then we got
Have you noticed the goblin on the base?
Yep.
The smash one?
That's way better than the remember the old school model with them swinging that big chain that was out straight and it had the ball at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those models too.
Yeah,
it's like
so
they're hanging on for dear life.
You got 3 bowmen, a netter, a fanatic, 2 squigs, a shaman.
It's like a shaman.
And I don't know if he's going to be like a battle mage or something. I don't know. The guy that's in armor.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then they're re-releasing the ones from last box set, which is cool.
They're releasing those, and then they have the deck of cards from the box set that they're releasing separately too. So like all the Universal, I think it was Echoes of Glory or something like that.
Yep, which is very cool. and I am very excited to see this come out.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is, like, at first when I saw it, you know, they kind of leaked the price, you know, it was about like $75. I was like, $75 for a Warhound? And then I noticed it said Warhound Scout Titans. And I was like, oh, you get 2. So the screws look pretty amazing, too, because it looks like you can pretty much magnetize all the weapons again, too, as well. So you can swap them in and out, so, which is good. And then Scout cards. And then Champions of Chaos.
Do you think they're trying to bring Shadespire back with all the new stuff, or kickstart it again, or?
No, it's just the expansion.
Oh, okay.
Because they missed out with a bunch of races. So every iteration, the next iteration should be more factions that have not been done. For instance, like right now, where with the new set coming out, we don't have like Deep Camp. You don't have like Nurgle. There's no Seraphim, yeah. So,
yeah, they're trying to bring in all the factions, and this is the new season, so it's a new board and other things to kind of you know, and that's what Shadespire is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a seasonal type game. But yeah, and then they're re-releasing all these cool Champions of Chaos models.
Well, they're made to order.
Yeah, but they're releasing the Troll guy. He looks amazing.
Yeah.
One you can only get from what? Total War?
He's amazing.
Yeah, so a lot of good stuff coming out this weekend.
I am excited.
Well, and
It's very exciting. And what's that, John? Sorry.
Wake the Dead comes out this weekend.
Yep.
What's Wake the Dead?
That's the new battle box. Eldar versus the
Marines.
Space Marines.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's cool. Yeah, because you got 2 starter sets, and you finally get a Spirit Seer. They've redone him, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah, the model looks really good.
Yeah, the models do look amazing. So, let's see here. So I guess the big thing's up.
Yep.
Talk a little about this FAQ.
Yeah, time to model. All right.
Oh man.
So I guess we'll just open it up and go through it. How's that sound, guys?
All right.
So
Let's do it.
So it starts off, you know, finalized match play rules. So we got Battle Brothers.
Oh, real quick, TJ.
What's up?
One last thing. They brought out a beta thing for Age of Sigmar real quick about hidden objectives, hidden agenda rules that are beta. They're objective rules. Basically, like a lot of tournaments are doing secondary objectives that are hidden, and you score those and helps you with your points. GW actually released their own, and they're supporting that. That's my big release for Age of Sigmar. I'm using it for the next tournament, guys. Hopefully it's great. So back to you in 40K.
Oh, cool. That is cool. So that is a big deal. So let's see here. So basically finalized match play rules. So Battle Brothers is in. So, you know, basically it's how it was. Really hadn't changed much, which makes it kind of interesting. You know, you still have to take separate detachments if your keyword's going to be Imperium, Chaos, Eldari, Yanari, or Tyranid. So, which is good. So you can't have all this stuff mixed in. You know, Psychic Focus, they've done it, and also the other ones is targeting characters. So, which is good. We've all liked those rules, I think. So it's a good thing they've adopted them. So the first one they go into is the beta match play rules. So, and the first one is kind of tactical reserves, which makes it very, very interesting because basically you can't put anything on the battle turn 1. No deep striking, no nothing turn 1. It's all turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
So don't have to worry about deep striking, or if you're holding your stuff in reserve, you can't really bring it on in case, you know, to do. I don't know, I think the biggest thing is sometimes some people like to leave stuff off the board maybe for deep strike and match play, or, you know, in tournaments or whatever, and then like if something happens in your lines the first turn, you can bring it down to kind of help you out, you know. But now that's kind of off the table, you know. So that's interesting. And then the whole thing, it looks like they kind of took off the Gene Stealer stuff. when it comes to like beta rules and stuff like that. They took out the Gene Stealer exemption stuff for Gene Stealer cults, but they also made a thing variant then that they're going to be. It looks like Codex Gene Stealer cults is going to be coming out really soon. So,
yeah,
which is good.
I expect it's going to be just like a quiet release, like, oh hey, by the way, it's the beginning of November. Here's your Gene Stealer cult book.
Yep.
And then move on.
Yep. So I think that'll be good. So let's see here. The next thing that came up is they talked about rules erratas. So they changed up Strike from the Shadows, forward operatives. So Space Marines got Strike from the Shadows, so your Raven Guard infantry. So they rewrote it all kind of like this. So basically, you set up a Raven Guard unit from your army deployment zone at the start of the first battle round before the first turn begins. You can move that unit up to 9 inches. It cannot end its move within 9 inches of the ammo. If both players have units that move before the first turn begins, the player who's taking the first turn moves their units first. So that's the same thing they wrote for forward operatives that are Alpha Legion, as well as clandestine infiltration, which is the Sigi 7 for Adeptus Mechanicus. So it looks like you have to deploy them normally, and then you get basically the 9-inch move. So no more deploying kind of right up in your face and stuff. So I think for forward operatives and Raven Guard, I think a lot of people were playing that with Alpha Legion. Kind of, it wasn't as used, but for I think this kind of hurts AdMech a little more, because that was kind of one of the cool things AdMech had. That they were able to kind of deploy anywhere with Stygi's 8 unit, if that was your cult. So I think that kind of hurts them a little bit. So it's interesting. I usually run my AdMech at Stygi's, so it's going to be interesting the first time I play it on how to use my my chicken killers, my chicken walkers. So let's see, the next Craft World, Eldar kind of got the same thing.
Yeah.
You saw what Frank wrote, right?
Huh?
Frank wrote they screwed Assault for flying.
Yeah, we're getting to it.
A lot about that.
Yeah. Let's kind of just go through it real quick and talk about it. So the next thing that I think is really impressive is the new Universal Stratagem. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but anything that's your deployment zone and not Titanic, you get cover save.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's going to be interesting. You have Terminators out in the open, right? That 2 becomes a 1+.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't think a lot of people are accounting for, and y'all can take this with a grain of salt, is that, let's be honest, man, I think Iron Warriors and Imperial Fist are making a comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Because they ignore cover. So you can still get your Alpha Strike off. Boom.
That's true.
What, you don't think so, Jonathan?
No, I said that's true.
I was joking. So,
Seal of approval.
seal of approval. So the next biggest thing that came out was the Tactical Restraint, which is, I think, a key one, which a lot of people were hoping for, was something to nix, to definitely nix command point farming.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So there is 2 that it doesn't apply to. So Moment Shackle, I do not know what book that comes from. Y'all know which book that comes from, Moment Shackle?
Moment Shackle?
Yeah.
It sounds like something from,
Eldar.
yeah.
Okay. Is Moment Shackle the one?
Is that a stratagem?
It's a stratagem. I just don't know where that one comes from.
I'm looking up right now.
So Moment Shackle. Oh, hold on, let me see here. Let's see if I can find it. Moment Shackle. I don't know which one that one is, but I think
Is that Custodes?
Go, TJ.
So, Moment Shackle. Next one is Sevenfold Chant. I have no clue what the hell that's from. Do you know what that's from?
It's probably Death Guard.
Okay, so Sevenfold Chant and Player of the Twilight Warlord trait. In these cases, the ability Warlord trait can refund or gain the player more than one command point if the stratagem used costs 2 command points to use, but only one command points have been gained as a result of the rule. Neither blah, you gain more command points until the next battle round. So it's like you can only use it once. So I don't know what Moment Shackle is, or Sevenfold Chant, or Player of the Twilight, but pretty much all the other stuff is, once I roll it for that battle round and I get my command point back, I'm done.
Is it Moment Shackle from Custodes?
Maybe.
Yes, it is. I think it's Trajan Valor's ability.
Moment Shackle. Yes, it is.
All right. What was the other one that we didn't know?
Sevenfold Chant.
Sevenfold Chant.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Because the Moment Shackle for Trajan Valoris, yeah, you roll a D3. You gain up to. You can use it once per battle, and you can get up D3 command points back.
And the Sevenfold Chant should be Death Guard.
The Death Guard. Jonathan? Death Guard? No?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a Death Guard thing?
I guess so.
Okay.
Is Death Guard one?
I don't use it.
Okay. It sounds like a piece of war gear, maybe? Maybe that's what it is. All this stuff is a piece of war gear. I mean, the Twilight Warlord trait, I don't know what that is, but it's probably some sort of command point farming. So, which is good.
Oh, I think it's a Tallyman. I think that one's for the Tallyman, where he gets to possibly bring back.
Oh, on a 7, yeah.
I
thought that was called something else, though.
Yeah.
Sevenfold Chant lets you roll 2d6 every time you use a stratagem. On a roll of a 7, you get the command points back.
Okay.
There we go. And
That
the
makes
Twilight Warlord, it's probably a Warlord trait, so
Twilight.
the Twilight, so probably something that allows you to reroll and get command points based on some sort of crazy thing happening on the battlefield. So it's not overpowered.
Is that
Wait, so is the Drakari one on there, TJ?
Which one?
Is any Drakari one? I thought it said ignored the Drakari stuff.
No, Jakari's on there. The Admech one is... No, it's not on there. Those ones, once you farm your command point, you're done for the battle round.
So Drakari, there's no point in Black Heart.
Yeah, sure, if you don't want to take Agent's Effect, but that's up to you.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's true, but still.
Yeah, there's lots of changes for the Drakari that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of like, so that was the big change there. I think, that kind of hits that. We were wondering what GW was going to do about command points. This sounds like what they've done for command points is to basically stop you from completely like command point farming. So if you're blowing like 7 or 8 command points per turn on your first turn, you're only able to get maybe 1 or 2 command points back,
Yeah.
and then you're done. So you're not able to, sit there and possibly generate like maybe 2 to 3 or 4 more command points, depending on how well you're rolling that day.
Yeah.
So it's going to make people, I think more about what command points they're going to use, kind of like it was when the game first started, to where you save those command points for really important stuff or certain combos you had to get on. But then also on that, they also did change some of the command points and how much they cost as well. So, which was very interesting. So the stratagems, one of the ones they changed was Codex Demon, from Codex Demon to Warp Surge. And they improved the maximum that you can get by a normal save is the maximum of 4+. So, which is very interesting, because I think that's how people were getting, like a 2+, or 3+, and normal save on like demon princes and other things.
Yep.
So then they did increase some command point stratagems. So went up upon Wings of Fire. That's the Blood Angels one. If I'm not correct, which one does that one do? That is the Assault?
No, that's the one where you pop them off the table.
And then put them on the table, right?
Yeah, then you reposition them, and then they use the Descent of Angels.
Which is 3d6 charge, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. I think that does. And then they made some ones to Imperial Knights. They upped those up, and since I'll get my Imperial Knight Codex out so we can talk about the ones. So the first one with Oathbreaker Guidance System. What is that one? Let's see here. Oathbreaker Guidance System. Okay. Breaker Missile. That shield breaker cannot target a unit. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's the one to where you can shoot your shield breaker missile. Use strategy before. That shield breaker missile can target a unit that is not visible to its bearer and can target a character even if it is not the closest enemy unit. So that went up from 2 command points to 3 command points. That sounds, you know, considering you just basically kill off a character in one shot because it ignores a normal save, which is, I guess, worth it, you know. If you still want to use it, it'll make you think about using it. Let's see. Order of Companions. That's a House Raven stratagem. That went from 2 to 3. Shooting phase. Until the end of this phase, reroll 1s for that model. Oh, yeah, I can see that one. Basically lets you reroll 1s for the model when it shoots. This includes hit rolls, wound rolls, damage rolls, and rolls made. Wow, that's powerful. Now I can see why people are playing House Raven. I didn't even bother reading that roll. Yeah, basically you get to reroll all 1s in your shooting phase. That's pretty bad. Next one, Our Darkest Hour. I think I know that one. I think I've used that one.
Isn't that a Space Marine one?
No, these are all Imperial Knights. Imperial Knights got hit pretty hard in the book.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Our Darkest Hour. Let's see what that one does. Where's Our Darkest Hour? Am I totally missing that one? Bonded Marine, Slayer, Conus. Oh, that's a House Tenaris one. So when the stratagem, blah, 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 model, you find your army. Your model from your army is reduced to 0 wounds, but did not explode on a roll of 6. Roll a d6 on a 4, that model stands up with d3 wounds remaining. Wow, that's pretty big. Okay, I can understand. That's kind of crazy for that to go up. That's kind of it for Imperial Knights. And then the most powerful stratagem out there has moved from 3 command points to 4 command points. What do you think of that one, Jonathan?
The rich man goes to poor man?
Huh?
Would you say that again? What's the name of it?
Agents of Vect got changed.
Oh.
Went from 3 command points to 4 command points.
Yeah. No, I know. You know, I'm all right with it because it's really good and you're already investing so much. However, that changes a lot of things with the taking your command points back, because it was kind of worth it when you'd spend 3 command points, you roll a 1, you're going to spend another command point to re-roll that. You get hopefully something else other than a 1. And then you have an opportunity to re-roll those 4 dice plus your opponent's dice to get all those stratagem back on a 6. But now you don't get it, so I don't know if it's worth it.
What do you mean you don't get it?
You don't get it back. You can't roll 1 dice for every command point spent.
You mean
1.
Agents of the Blackheart?
Yeah.
No, you still can. You just, once you roll that 6, once you've used it, got it once, then you're done for the battle round.
That's what I'm saying. So you get to do it until you get 1 back. You know what I mean? It used to be a chance I can get 6 back. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Let's say my opponent used 2, I end up using 4. That means I get 6 dice to try to roll a 6. You know, and any of those 6s get me another command point back.
I gotcha. I got you.
Having one is definitely not worth it.
Yeah.
However, the black card's still worth it because your vehicle is going to feel no pain. So.
Okay. Yep. And then the last one they changed was the actual errata on the Codex card. It was about Agent's Effects. So the stratagem can't be used if there's no Cabal of the Blackheart units from your army on the battlefield. And cannot be used to affect stratagems used before the battle or during deployment. So they kind of clarified it a little bit. So you can't have your, so basically you have to have a unit out on the battlefield to be able to use it. So,
and a lot of TOs have already been kind of ruling that way, is that you have to have units of the Cabal of the Black Heart. There was a long time where people would just read between the lines and go with their own interpretation, but it was for, I guess, maybe people that weren't Dark Eldar players, or they weren't invested in trying to beat the Dark Eldar. They could read it and kind of figure out, okay, that you have to have this unit to be able to do it. Just like if you want to use Cadian specific stratagems, you have to have Cadians in your army.
Yeah, that is true.
It doesn't make sense, though.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those things I think that does make total sense on what you want to do with it. I mean, if you're going to use a stratagem, there better be someone on the battlefield that can actually do that. Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, and then they had, of course, the errata in the rule book. I know one of the guys in the chat who was talking about it, about the flying. Was it Frank? So they made an errata movement. So if the data sheet for a model says it can fly, then during the movement phase, it can move across models and terrain as if they were not there. So I know the big thing on that was a lot of people were, jumping over models, and I think moving around or over models in close combat, or the infamous, I guess, about flying models ignoring terrain during moves for assault to go straight up is what they wrote about the FAQ and why they did it. And I guess I was confused that you could even do that you could even have a 0-inch charge. Because if that was the case, then you wouldn't be able to move the model next to my model to begin with, or even have it by it. Because if it's a 0-inch charge, then you have to be an inch away, so you couldn't actually legally position your model there. So I'm just a little confused by how that was a fix they had to make. So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why they do that.
I thought it was always measured from, because I know they ignore it, and I feel like people who did that were trying to read into it too much, because it was always the direct line. Think of you got a dude in a building here, you got a guy here, and now they want you to measure this way and up for a charge instead of this way.
Yeah,
because you got to climb up the building.
Well, I get it. I get why they're doing it to make it simplified, but if it's a jump pack or flying unit, that was the idea, I think, when they did that. But I didn't know you can jump over units and charge. I never played that way. I've had flying units, and I didn't know you can hop over a unit, even flying. You can in Age of Sigmar, but I didn't know you could do that in 40K. You can't now. They took it away with the FAQ. But
I didn't know you could do that during charging either.
Yeah, I had no idea, dude.
Did you see that done a lot, John?
I could have done better in tournaments if I known that crap.
Did John freeze?
He did freeze.
Yeah, he's practicing his mime skills, like his, hold the pose.
That would explain why John hadn't been talking.
Yeah, I was wondering why. I was like, man, he's intently staring at the screen.
Yeah, he's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, he's echoing us. There he is.
Sorry, I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah. So, John, we were talking about the fly thing. You know, about
Oh yeah, I could hear you guys.
Assault, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. I remember when the 8th edition first came out, we saw somebody with a guy tried to screen his Gene Stealer Patriarch when he was playing Tyranids with like a whole bunch of gaunts and stuff like that, and a guy just came by with his what's the flying hell turkey for Chaos Space?
Helldrake.
Helldrake?
Yeah, Helldrake. Like, just did the charge, just flew right over, charged, and he's big verbal argument broke out. But yeah, it's like you can do that.
Yeah, I guess I've never played like that where someone's done that to me, so I've never really knew you could do that.
Well, you can still move behind the unit because you fly. You can fly over the unit as a fly unit, and then assault in the assault phase.
Yeah, people were just assaulting.
But yeah, I found out people were assaulting over a unit.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where the argument comes from. There's a unit, let's say, being screened, like you said, and the people were assaulting. Hold on, I gotta get my battery in before I lose all this. My cable came unplugged.
Oh. Yes,
Wow.
it did.
Weird. There we go. So everything, I started seeing pictures where there was a unit behind, and they were like, oh, assault phase, 12 inches over that unit, and here there's an animal.
Yeah, so I didn't even know it was possible. So when I saw that, people were complaining about it. I was totally under the impression. I was just like, wow, I didn't even know you could do that. So it sounded like a loophole. So I guess that's why maybe GW's intent was not to do that.
Yeah, they're
Was
probably
to fix the whole like going, you're here, guys up here, and you do a 0-inch assault. So,
well, hopefully they don't mess with Age of Sigmar because it works just fine. I have two things that are flying my orc army.
Look at concerned.
What's that?
I said your face was a slightly concerned.
Well, because your army would be affected. Right?
Yeah, my whole army is fly.
Yeah.
The entire army is fly. It's ridiculous.
So if they nerf that, you go back. I mean, it wouldn't hurt you, honestly, because you'd just be like everybody else. You just don't worry about terrain at that point. That's all fly does. But at the same time, people that rely on strategy for that fly mechanic it could be devastating, but it doesn't break the game.
Yeah, but that's a lot of those people were using those as like the gotcha moments. You know, there was a lot of that at Warzone. Not a lot. There's about 3 or 4 incidents where people were trying to go, "Oh yeah, gotcha," basically with these weird rule interpretations. And we actually had to pull people out for one of them, the Adeptus Custodes swoop and dive, and then redirect with a charge. I'm already getting a headache thinking about it. But yeah, it's silly. I mean, that people will try to do stuff like this, just kind of break the rules.
Well, now technically, I don't know if it's breaking the rules opposed to reading too much into the rules.
Right, that's what I meant.
Like, they obviously FAQ'd it to clarify it.
Yeah.
Now, it's funny is I played it correctly this entire time without knowing there was a different way. You know, like there's been times I've run Morty, and I could have hopped over some of the screening units and assaulted the big beefies I needed to get.
Yep.
But I didn't know I could. I didn't know that was a doable thing.
Well, and the big thing too that with Age of Sigmar, when I got into it, I always tell people, read the rule for face value. Don't add and don't take away. What it exactly says is what you can do. Like that's how, if it doesn't say you can do it, then you can't. Like that's how you interpret it.
Yeah. How many, TJ, I feel like we got, not me and you, but we were arguing with somebody. Remember the argument was, well, it doesn't say you can't do it. What was that? Oh, no, I think I got in the argument, and it might have been with Felipe, because he was like trying to tilt the base. And I was like, you can't do that. It has to stay flat. He's like, well, it doesn't say you can't do that. I was like, dude. It's intended for you not to flip your model on its back.
It doesn't say I can pick up your model and throw it across the room, so I might as well be able to do that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I stop it living, and that means it's gone, and it's removed from the table.
yeah.
It's just there are the rules that says I can't do that.
Oh.
Was that at Warzone?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I remember that.
Oh,
Okay.
I know. You and like 5 other judges. I had never called a judge to any tournament. I've been to 2 LVOs and I haven't called one judge ever. Even in small ones, I don't call judges. And that was just like, I did it more or less for him because he was arguing about it so hard. And I was like, look, man, we need a judge.
Well, no, it's
I've actually never called a judge in a tournament.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
If you really want to win that badly, and you have to do something like that, I'm like, okay, I'm not here to win the tournament. I'm here to have some fun. So if you really want to play that hard and bend rules, then that's you, man.
I had to call one for Age of Sigmar because it's, again, wordage of, okay, this is how he says it's played. This is how it says in the book. I'm not going to disagree with either way. I just like to have a judge go, that's how you use it. Okay, end of story. That's all I care about is what the judge wants you to how to use it. Even if it's wrong, I don't care.
Yeah, you just want an official ruling so it'll be over when done with?
Yep, I'm quick. I don't want to sit there and argue about a rule. Hey, just call a judge over, get him to say, bless off, give you some plague-ridden disease, whatever he needs to do, and then let's continue.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted that, but then the judge that came over got 4 other judges. It's almost like when that police car pulls over a guy and then 6 cops come over just to see what's going on. It was like, oh, man, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Stop resisting.
Dude, did y'all read? This is my favorite FAQ question that they actually had to clarify this.
Oh, God.
You ready?
I love these.
I probably just read this.
Teleport homers or infant station nodes friendly models. Can they control objective markers?
Right.
The answer is no to both questions.
Right. Read that again. Sorry.
Are teleport homers or infant station nodes friendly models? Can they control objective markers? No to both questions.
That almost feels like a Polish mean, like blonde joke type deals. Because, I mean, really?
Yeah, I mean, like, how could? I mean, that's like saying I should have asked. Well, maybe I guess Watchers in the Dark are, are friendly models and they can control objectives.
Familiars, spell familiars. There you go.
And you can't even target them.
Wait. Servitors, like the little skull servers. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the table. Yeah, but seriously,
could you imagine that though? Because you can't target them. Those would be fantastic objective holders.
dude, I'd be taking teleport homers all over the damn battlefield.
What?
Hey, there goes your Grey Knights. They're top army.
Yeah, no, seriously though, like, I know there was that discussion and people were talking about it. I'm like, it's not a model.
Yeah.
It's not a unit. It's a
depiction of something.
It's a marker. It's like an objective marker out there on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Hey, something else they kind of clarified on that I thought was really cool. I mean, I don't play Chaos Demons or any of the Chaos books right now, but the Demon Princes and the Chaos Space Marine, the Death Guard, and the Thousand Suns, are they all considered separate? It's a weird thing that people would still argue about it, but they are considered separate, so you can be running multiples of each.
30.
Well, yeah, that's how you can still bring a flying circus and get away with it because you're running from different codexes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why people couldn't wrap their head around that. I mean, they're from 3 different books. First off, they got 3 different names. It's just, I don't know.
Because it's Demon Prince. They don't look at the mark. They just see Demon Prince. It's a Demon Prince. Ah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
But the rule itself states you can only have 3 that come from 3, I won't say formations, but 3 types, because you can have, you bring like 9 Lehman Russes because you can bring 3 per
Yeah.
main Rust choice, or 2 extra, so 3 in total for choice. Now with Demon Princes, you can't do that, but you can bring your 3 for Demons, and then you can bring your 3 for Death Guard, and then your 3 for Thousand Suns. Those are 3 separate codexes, regardless of the 3 rule. Those are from a separate codex, and that's not that hard. Just
I don't know how to do math, so I'm glad you explained that to me because I had no clue. So I appreciate it.
yeah, you're welcome.
Another cool one I saw, if we're moving away from whatever we were talking about, that made some Space Wolf players happy, is the that assault termite drill, or pretty much in the Forces of the Adeptus Astartes, the Forge World book. It made it to where Wolfen models can embark on any Space Wolf transport vehicle in that book, as long as Terminators are allowed to be in that vehicle as well. So there was a bit of an argument on a couple of the different Facebook pages and chat groups about if Wolfen could actually go inside like the termite assault drill and pop up and get these awesome charges and stuff, and they clarified it.
So they can.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, Wolf models can embark into a space.
That's because they can't take any other transport otherwise, right?
No, anything that Terminators can fit in.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying. So wait, now they take Land Raiders?
They don't take them, but they can go inside of them.
Yeah. Like Stormwolves, probably the same thing. Stormwolves or Stormfangs, whatever.
Now this just says Space Marine transports from the Imperial Armor book.
Okay.
Now I don't have the Space Wolf Codex, so I wouldn't know if they can go inside the Flying Trash Can or the Land Raider. Yeah. But I would hope so.
I think the only thing they can go in is the wolf, is the Flying Wolf.
Okay.
The storm thing.
Yep.
What's the Flying Trash Can?
The big Connex box with wings and a jet engine.
What did you call it? The big what?
Trash can. It's true. The wings are like that big. And it's on the back.
Aerodynamic design ever made, man.
It's like a giant battering ram.
Well, what'll be interesting though is they should be able to go in Land Raiders from their own book, because there's Land Raiders in that Imperial Armor book that Terminators can hide in. So that wording.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the Space Wolves Codex.
I don't either.
The storm
thing, all those aerodynamic. Because aerodynamic ski.
Stormwolf, is that what it's called?
Yes, there's a Stormwolf and the Storm.
Talon?
Stormfang? I don't know. Stormwolf. Yeah.
Stormfur.
One's the gunship. One's a gunship. One's a transport.
Stormclaw.
Dude, this is okay. I want to pull it up. This is the most aerodynamic vehicle ever out of the Imperial Arsenal.
It is, man.
Okay, come on. What's the Fortune one with the 2 battering rams on it?
It's the Cestus Assault Ram.
That's my favorite.
I still need to get one. That's one of the ones I need.
Dude,
did you look
at this thing? Aerodynamic. This thing's amazing.
Okay, I changed my wings. Now look at the back fins. They're backwards. But see, on mine, I put them the right way.
Yeah, they look better the right way. Except your front ones are backwards.
No, that's for stability.
Oh, that's how it captures the air.
Because it hovers.
Surface.
No, because this thing actually hovers too.
Oh, yeah.
That vehicle's amazing. It's so aerodynamic. It's not even funny.
Make it stop. It's like that. What's that other small, short little bus that Forge World has? The Harvest Lander.
Oh God.
That thing has no business flying either. Uh-oh. Are you playing with the dog, or are you grabbing an Harvest Lander?
No, I am grabbing. No, I don't have any of those. There was a big ant crawling on me. I don't know.
Oh, I thought that would be like the dog.
It's a big ant. Just crawling on my hand.
You know, I got to say though that I'm very happy with a lot of the FAQ stuff, because some of these questions, especially with Yukari, we had a couple issues with one particular player at Warzone Houston, and he did not like that we ruled against him, and it was basically two of the questions they were talking about with the Cabal of the Black Heart, and then there's an Eldar one where using the Phantasm stratagem. Can the webway strike stratagem be used in conjunction to move one of the affected units in reserves? And the answer was no, according to FAQ, and that's how we ruled it, but he was not happy.
Can't make everybody happy.
No, I'm realizing it now.
Mm-hmm. Like on mine? You rolled it so unjust and unfair. I was very upset.
Thanks, Colonel. I just saw the chat. Stormfang, Stormwolf, Stormbrick.
Man, these people are so cruel to the most amazing vehicle ever made. Just sad now. Just sad.
Well, it's not like they work for NASA or anything.
Or maybe they do.
Space NASA.
Dude, you don't need to have wings. You just need to have enough thrust and directional, and you can get that thing off.
That's what
Well, we know that's true. Look at the Ork.
Oh.
You can get anything off, man. You just gotta have enough. There's no thrust, and man, it is in the air flying. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Are y'all being gross?
And you didn't notice how you worded it. It's good. Good.
Come on, man. Come on. God, y'all are such little goobers.
I don't know. I mean, so what else we got? Like vertical thrust.
I mean, you can as much vertical thrust as you want, man.
I finally showed Mr. Owens there some of my painted stuff, like a couple of them.
Yes, he schooled me. I apologized. Didn't realize that he could paint. He's berating me the whole time that he's showing me his stuff. It's like, look how cool it is. Like, I get it. You can paint. I apologize. Right.
I wasn't brag. I was just, hey man, check this out. So you just, there was no berating around, with the banner going, I can paint. No, there's none of that. It was just like, hey, check this out. What do you think?
I think there was a banner.
No, you kept on challenging me. Oh, it's challenge accepted. I'm not challenging. I'm just showing you some of the stuff I painted. There's no challenge.
No, I was glad to see your stuff. I was very, very impressed. I always like good painters seeing their stuff.
Why did you like his stuff?
Because he's on chat right now, and I can't say that I didn't.
Oh, okay.
You might take it.
I'll forget you said it. I mean, come on.
No, his stuff's very clean. I like it. Very detailed. Lots of good layering. He's very. He's not a sloppy painter. He doesn't just hurry up to paint and just so he can get to playing. He takes the time. He's very careful with it.
Now, for the deep cam.
Are you talking about my night haunt?
Oh, speaking of night haunts, I've got like a whole box for you.
Oh yeah. I thought I was done.
If you still want them, I can drop them by the store whenever I pick up my Renegade box.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to drop that off with Jonathan tomorrow, and he's going to bring it up to the store for you, buddy.
Yeah, I'll have it up there on Friday.
No, I'm not. Not in a hurry.
You gonna see me Friday?
I still don't have this Canonus Rex model in my hand, so I think we're about even.
Did you not go by the store?
No, man, I didn't have any time this weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, then I can't help you on that one.
I know.
You.
I got my Canis Rex, and he's still in the box because I haven't had time to put them together. Because I went on vacation last week.
Put you in the box.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
So, Jonathan, are you going to pick up those Nighthawk Shadespire models?
Maybe. I don't want to paint Nighthawk anymore. I painted everything in one bulk. And I got to work on my Knights.
And then the sister. Do you have the chick that floats?
Nope.
She's amazing. Like,
yeah,
hands
I know
down.
the model's really cool, and her
rules are amazing.
Yeah, I know. You know the guy on the chair?
Mm-hmm.
His rules are amazing.
Yeah, they're both amazing.
Both HQs that I got are not amazing. And they don't, like, apparently, they're like, oh, well, they don't have anything like that. I was like, cool. I got some guys. Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Dude. So, Ski, are you as annoyed as I am that, like, GW's just stopped producing they stopped producing Stormcast podcasts?
They stopped?
Yeah. They haven't released one for, like, when's the last one? The last one was literally August 18th.
I didn't even realize it.
Yep, they stopped completely.
I wonder if they're just holding off for the holidays, or they just did enough viewers, or I don't know. Maybe it was one time ago.
Oh no, it's got 5,000 views on YouTube, and I'm not sure how many people have downloaded and watched it on the other stuff. So I'm a little annoyed by it, if I must say.
It's good. It was good. It's something authentic. Like, that's one thing I've noticed with the quality of GW on their supporting of their hobbies and their games is the live feeds, the leaks, the podcasts, the commercials now. Like, these all give you something to get excited to go play or do. Like, one of those things, and now I hate to see a lot of that stuff go away,
What happened to Champions? Did it just die off? Like, it just stopped. Like, it hit the brakes hard.
What did?
Champions.
No, Champions is still going, man.
Is it?
You know how many? Okay, so check this out. In
check it out, bitch.
3 weeks or 3 days, I don't remember which one. It's 3 days or 3 weeks. They sold 10 million cards.
Oh, okay. Well, the only source I have to hear from it is from Atomic, and I haven't heard anything from it. So,
but they're doing organized play. They're doing, they've got some surprise support coming. They're bringing out mats. It's still going out.
Yeah.
I mean, the app is amazing. That's, I think, where a lot of people are using right now, because it's play anywhere, anytime. Hound of Chaos or Hound of Nurgle, one of the two.
Yeah. The pug is Nurgle. This is, I don't know, the Hound of Fluff.
Is that the Fenarius space puppy?
Yes. That's exactly what this is.
That's Daenerys Targaryen.
Game of Thrones? Throning it now?
Who? What's Game of Thrones?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this FAQ affects the meta in the next couple weeks.
It ain't going to affect crap. People are still going to play their lists and just try to figure out if they're smart.
Do we have any major tournaments until LVO?
Dallas Open, the Dallas GT.
No, that's April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of big tournaments. They're just not here.
Iron Halo?
There's there's one down.
Do we have time to figure out the meta before, LVO comes around?
Shouldn't there be doing is there another not an FAQ, but is there something supposed to come out before LVO?
Don't they run the California Open or something?
Bow?
No.
Yeah, Bow.
No. Bow already happened. That was July.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, Cal 2019.
There we go. Iron Halo. It's a major up in Oklahoma. I don't know how good it is. I've heard kind of good and bad from some people have gone up. But that's October 7th.
So this weekend.
Oh, crap, yeah.
Which Frank said on chat, Iron Halo is this coming weekend.
Okay, so let's see here. We are in
Good catch, Frank. Good catch.
June, July, August, September, October, right? So let's see here. A major I've never heard of. There's one in New York on the 6th and the 7th.
Is it New York or York?
New York, West Hess in New York. And there's the Michigan Grand Tournament. That's the one I was thinking about, Dragonfall. I heard about this one on Forge the Narrative. It's up kind of in the area that they have Adepticon. So they usually get about 80 people. That's kind of a big one that's coming up. Oh, yeah, the other one is the Southern Cal Open.
SoCal Open, yeah.
Yeah, that's another big one. Let's see what they got in November.
Renegade.
Yeah. Let's see.
Warzone Atlanta. That is a big one.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yep.
Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's Warzone Atlanta, Renegade Open. The other one looks like they're having one over this. Oh, they're having one over in the UK in November. Do them actually. Overwatch. I heard about that one. About Overwatch. I heard about that one. Let's see here. December. Where is
Nowhere GT in El Paso? I know some of the guys that are going out there. It's very small. It's only like I think 40 people are allowed, but it is a really awesome tournament to go to if you get a chance. It's a long drive, but it's one to get to. You know, it should be at least try to do it once.
Yeah. And then the next really major, is they have, that's kind of it. The next biggest major is in February, which is the Northeast Open. Hold on, where's that? Northeast Open, is that? No. Oh, I forgot the name of the one Ace Face is doing. It's the
Taserface.
No, Ace Face, the John Hickton from the UK. He's got a huge one coming up. Face.
What's so funny there, Jonathan?
I'm laughing because I keep thinking about Taserface now. I'm gonna hurry up and get done with these last couple of space wolves.
Still not done with that commission?
I am. You just gave me some extra models.
Oh, so if I get all this orc stuff, I'm gonna just have you commission it. Speed freaks, and it'll be a bunch of vehicles, so it'll be really easy for you.
Well, it wouldn't be Speed Freaks. It'd probably be Evil Sons. I think that's the name of the clan.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the Northwest Open. That's the next big one, I think.
That's the name of my clan.
Or after, I don't know. So yeah, there's not a lot of GT. There's not a lot of majors coming up. Warzone Atlanta. Huh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, any sort of Warzone event, I'm pretty sure they're awesome.
There's nothing like Warzone Houston, though. That's the best one in the world.
The best Warzone Houston ever.
I can't wait for that one. We're gonna have to really pick that one in. Oh, it's at the DoubleTree too, man. I should have signed up for that. When is that? Warzone, November 10th. What's November 10th?
Hey, so the everybody's already announcing all their GTs. When's Warzone going to be announcing?
Well, they don't have. There's only one person at Dallas. Just kind of jumped the gun.
Yeah.
I don't care about them.
Dude, I actually don't mind that, man. To be honest with you, in April, I may be able to make that one.
Well, here's the thing: is we're working on. I got a possible new venue. It's going to save us probably about $2,000. I'm just waiting to hear back on a quote, and it's going to be about the same space, or not same space we were, but same size. Cheaper hotel for people that are attending, and if we're going to be saving $2,000 or $3,000, and that's more back towards prize support, trophies, and scenery and stuff. So we're just kind of like waiting to hear back before we announce it.
So I mean, you know roughly what when you're going to do it, like.
Oh yeah, it's going to be the second week of July. I think that's the 13th, 14th, 15th.
Second week of July. So can I put that out, or is that still kind of tentative?
And I would not until we have secured the hotel, but yeah, pretty much I would say it's locked.
Okay. Just for the AOS side, I have some individuals that are wanting to know dates to either help or like get time, schedule time off.
Yeah, if you just want to tell people that that's what we're looking at, I mean, very likely that's when we will be doing it. Okay. Even if we have to the other hotel, that is when we want to do it. That way, nobody can. I know we had we had a slip in some attendance. I mean, we still had like 120 people out of 180, but some people, even though 4th of July was like on a Wednesday, people were still doing 4th of July weekend on the 7th and 8th. So we're going to push it back a week or forward a week. And that way, no excuse. 4th of July was already happened, which is a Thursday this year. So we'll do the 13th, 14th. And I think we'll probably try to do something on the 12th as well. Like maybe a Blood Bowl, Guild Ball tournament, something.
Oh, cool. Thank God. Thank God.
You look into Shadespire too, maybe, depending on.
Oh yeah, well we did Shadespire this year. Oh yeah, we'll do Shadespire again next year for sure.
Dude, John, I'm very happy that it's on that weekend because it was on the 4th of July week and the weekend before I'd be out of town.
So you get to go.
No, it was the week before I'd be out of town, so I wouldn't be able to go.
No, but you get to go this time. Now you get to go.
Ooh, that may be tough to run by the wife. I'll be on a cruise the week before. I don't know if she'll let me go play in a tournament after that.
Well, I think she'll.
My birthday weekend.
Huh?
My birthday weekend. Tell her that.
But your birthday's.
I don't think my wife really cares about your birthday weekend, man. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Your birthday's on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's why it's my birthday weekend.
That's his weekend.
Yeah, my birthday's on a Friday, so
my birthday doesn't count.
I guess I can't complain because if you get a weekend, Jonathan, that means I get the weekend too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because my birthday's on the Friday on the 5th, so like I actually have the whole birthday weekend, because it's on a Friday and then it just rolls into Saturday and Sunday.
So the weekend after 4th of July, basically.
Yeah, that's my birthday weekend, and I won't be in town either. So.
Well, you just tell your wife that I said that you really need to attend that following weekend. She gets you during the cruise. We get you at the con.
Yeah. If it's at a better hotel, this time I can stay out there too.
Now, Mr. Owens, are the organizers are we doing separate, do you think? Or are we going to get a couple together or?
Say it again.
Like the organizers for the games, do you guys usually get separate rooms? You guys try to get close rooms or? share rooms, or
What do you mean?
for like the organizers? For
For all the
organizers, con organizers.
Everybody lives there.
What do you mean share rooms?
For the hotel, or you guys get separate rooms? Everybody gets separate rooms?
You know what, John? I think you missed out on having it at that Holiday Inn or the whatever it was, the Wyndham or whatever it was. I think y'all should have gotten rooms at the hotel, so y'all wouldn't have had to gone home.
Oh, I didn't mind. I mean, it's like 20-minute drive.
No, I know that. But usually, when you rent out the hall, usually you get rooms too.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I'm going to get a room.
I'll find out. You know, I can throw that into the negotiation. That
you guys should just get one room and call it the Rumpa Room, and everybody stays in it.
What's wrong with you?
All I gotta say is I get a bed this time.
You know, I think we got to do this time. I think we got to really promote Warzone, get on some podcasts, invite some celebrities, make it big.
Yep.
Get up to like 120 people.
This time,
let's try to get Lawrence out there.
Well, we can ask some of the guys if they want to come out. We have to float some bills, but yeah, maybe we can do it.
Well, I'd like to get to about 150 people, and if we're at an Age of Sigmar, we'll probably break last year then attendance.
Yeah.
So
if we get about 90 to 100 on 40K, 100 on Age of Sigmar.
I don't know about 100. I'm shooting for like 50 to 60 at Age of Sigmar.
Dude, to be honest with you, John, you may have to get like a 30 for Kill Team, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Because you could do Kill Team and Shadespire like on one day.
What would be great, but I don't want to exclude other games like Saga or Infinity, because those guys came out and supported. But this is kind of shaping up to be almost a Games Workshop convention. I mean, like Raymond just said, Shadespire Grand Clash.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna push again for Shadespire. Definitely Kill Team. Kill Team might end up being a Friday thing, almost like what they're doing at LVO. Do one on Friday and then do one on Sunday.
What about the narrative? Those narrative guys that like they come out for the other one. Like,
it'll come down to space. So right now, based on the square footage, we'll be doing like another 80 people for 40K, 50 to 60 for Age of Sigmar, and then from there we're going to be breaking all the small games down to like between 12 and 16 players instead of 30 something.
Because I know the narrative events is pretty popular, and those guys that come out and run them,
yeah,
the trend's phenomenal.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it the same guys from Wargamers Con?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, narrative guys.
Yeah, I would love to have those guys come out. Absolutely. But I need to look at space before we get them out there.
Yeah, because usually they do about what, 20 people?
Yeah.
What they like. So and yeah, that'll be pretty cool if But we'll have to plan it. But I'm so excited to have a big GT in Houston. So.
Me too.
Well, and the cool thing that I just keep wrapping my head around this, the bigger we can make this and steady, then depending on the size, Games Workshop will help sponsor. Like that's a major deal. Like they haven't done this in such a long time. Last time they did any kind of like major sponsoring like this was when you were an Outrider back in the day. So
it should be kind of what, like, I won't say it should be one of our goals, but it'd be definitely good to get there where, we have backing from GW. That'd be amazing. And to be honest, what's the criteria? Is that 100 or more?
It was 100. I don't know what it is now, because we try to do the 100, they said, yeah, you guys need to have 100 people participating in a Games Workshop only product event, and they would give us price support. And so we did that. We actually went above that number. But then they came, when we hit them back up for the price support, they were like, sorry, we're currently not supporting large conventions. And I'm like,
But now they are.
But now they are. So it must have been like that transition period.
I bet you was.
Yeah. I'm regardless, I'm still happy. We'll see what the new requirements are when I reach out to them. We still got about another month before Alan and I actually are going to sit down, start all the planning, pre-planning.
You don't get a month. Your break is over. You've had a break long enough. Do it.
No. Oh wait, it's October, right? Crap, we're supposed to be talking about it now.
Told you. I wasn't wrong.
Okay, well, I got enough. I got so much I got going on, man. God dang it. Need a personal assistant.
Like I said, I'm excited for the Age of Sigmar. I know it's been catching wind throughout different stores. Hopefully, the other cities like Dallas and San Antonio and Austin are catching wind of it too. And depending if an individual can, there's an individual I asked to help me run it. That he did Wargamers Con. If he's available, he said he would help me run the Age of Sigmar one as well for here. So I'm excited for that, to learn the ropes, because he's done it, and so he can help me out, get me going. So,
there just needs to be a tournament organizer committee that has all you guys who are running the events, and that way you guys could sit and you collectively help each event. You know what I mean? Like Warzone, Wargames Con, and
we started
Alamo and Dallas. All those head guys that do the venue and all that stuff to get together.
We already started doing something like that. We just haven't really expanded on that. But there's this local group of guys and gals. I can't think of the name of the company, but they just did the Game Theory Expo down at NASA. But they're looking at trying to be basically to help conventions get bigger and get the advertising and help them get organized, get them with all the vendors and everything. So I've worked with a couple of them when we were running or helping run 40K events at Comic Palooza. So hopefully we'll be seeing some assistance. And we got a new web designer that is going to be helping out our website and graphics and all that kind of jazz. So there's a lot of things happening. We just need to get it going.
Now what about terrain? I don't know if we want to touch on terrain. Are we anybody that's watching knows people? Are we doing the whole, if stores hopefully help donate terrain for the tourney or anything? I mean,
yeah, that's gonna have to be. This last year we reached out to the community, and overwhelmingly the community, we maxed out. We had so much terrain, we had extra terrain.
Okay. Now that was Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, that was for 40K. So Age of Sigmar, we'll see. Right now, if we were to do that again, which would be great, that means that all that money that we would use on spending on terrain, we could actually use towards prize support and more freebies that everybody would get, which I personally would rather do, but I would have to reach out to the community again to see, hey, are you guys willing to do this again for us? Bring out all your buildings and your mats and your terrain, and that way we could take that money and $2,000 or $3,000 and invest that in freebies for everybody and extra prize support and trophies and stuff. That's what I personally would rather do.
Where does Wargames Con get their terrain? Those giant wooden barrels that they had, and they had all these totes.
Yeah, they had a buttload of terrain.
Well, they've been doing it for 10 years. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And I know Alamo has been doing it for 5-6 years at least. And I noticed that a lot of their terrain, it's actually the members of the different groups that are there, like Golar's 222nd or whatever, and Frag Out, and I forget the other group. Red Star. So they all those three groups that used to be one group are now separate groups. They all have basically like 20 tables worth of stuff that they bring.
Yeah.
So that's we got a couple locals that have 3D printers that are offering their services. So who knows, maybe in the next couple months we're gonna start see if they want maybe come up with a couple designs or look at their designs and start printing off stuff. We'll see. But you and I'll have to get together and talk about terrain, because I don't know, I'm not very familiar with the terrain requirements for Age of Sigmar. So it's something.
2 pieces, that's it.
2 pieces, done.
What? What?
So the trains
2 little hills, and that's about it, and you're good to go.
Okay, well, no trees.
It's usually I'd say like the same. It has to match usually, you know, on both sides, have the exact same.
I'll paint this up, and we'll put it in the middle, and you're good to go.
No, don't pin it
There's one
up.
table.
Just put that.
Big old marshmallow.
That'll work.
Right in the middle, right, Ski?
There you go.
Big rock, mountain, boulder.
I'm trying to look up the Games Workshop event thing because I know they had an article I'm trying to read up on here.
Well, I can do it. Yeah, we can, like I said, we can meet up and chat about it whenever, one of these days when we actually meet face to face. Like in real person.
Oh.
All right, guys. I think it's getting real late, and about time to wrap it up. Anyway, we're just kind of rambling on. So I wanted to thank everyone who participated in the conversation. And like Frank said, yes, we do need a play date for all of us, because I haven't got to play 40K in months.
Yep.
So I did play AOS though, which is fun. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Again, special thank you to all our Patreon supporters. They definitely help us out. We're actually building up the Patreon right now because we haven't really needed to buy any equipment, and hopefully I really want to look into a Black Friday and actually get a really nice camera, like one of the $1,000 cameras, and then we can look into getting like mics and everything attached to those cameras for a lot better quality. That would be awesome.
Do some studio stuff too.
Oh yeah. So again, guys, thank you so much, and everyone have a good night.
Good night.